is finally over. It is finally over. They're going to let the queen rest. Let's be real. Who owes us the money? Who owes us the money? Is it the Africans that owe us the money? Or is it the British who owe us the money? Or is it the Americans who owe us the money? All y'all keep saying is y'all want the money. Let's get to the source. Let's get to the source. Let's find out who owe the damn money. Because I've always wondered, how come Africa never has to answer questions of their part that they played in slavery and the transatlantic slave trade? And on this next clip I'm getting ready to show y'all, I got some of those questions answered today.
You know, there's all of this wealth, and you hear about it, comes as England is facing rising costs of living, a living crisis, austerity budget cuts, and so on. And then you have those who are asking for reparations for colonialism, and they're wondering, you know, $100 billion, $24 billion here and there, $500 million there. Some people want to be paid back, and members of the public are wondering, why are we suffering when you are, you know, you have all of this vast wealth? Those are legitimate concerns.
Well, I think you're right about reparations in terms of if people want it, though, what they need to do is you always need to go back to the beginning of a supply chain. Where was the beginning of the supply chain? That was in Africa. And when across the entire world, when the slavery was taking place, which was the first nation in the world that abolished slavery? The first nation in the world to abolish it. It was started by William Wilberforce, was the British. In Great Britain, they abolished slavery. 2,000 naval men died on the high seas trying to stop slavery. Why? Because the African kings were rounding up their own people. They had them on cages waiting in the beaches. No one was running into Africa to get them. And I think you're totally right. If reparations need to be paid, we need to go right back to the beginning of that supply chain and say who was rounding up their own people and having them handcuffed in cages. Absolutely. That's where they should start. And maybe, I don't know, the descendants of those families where they died in the high seas trying to stop the slavery, that those families should receive something too, I think, at the same time.
It's an interesting discussion, Hillary. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Woo! She set fire on that butt. She squeezed a little bit of lemon juice out of that lemon. God almighty, I ain't never seen nobody answer that question quite the way she did. And with the confidence that she did. It threw him off too. Did y'all see him? At first, he didn't know what to say. He was like, well, that is an interesting topic. Oh, you brought the topic up. So let's talk. Who is really responsible for the reparations? Who is really responsible? Who put the products up for sale? Are we mad at the seller or are we mad at the consumer?